Hi, my name is Okoro Blessing Nkiruka, and I'm popularly known as Blessing CEO, your number one relationship therapist in Africa. Welcome to my page. Now, I got a very interesting email, so I decided to share with few of you guys that are going to be lucky to be online. I'm quickly going to read this email because this email is very, very relatable to a lot of beautiful women out there. So I want you to pay attention to this email. Hello, Blessing. My name is Helen. Blessing, I am 42 years old and I am still single. At this point of my life, I am not ashamed to say that I am desperately looking for a man. I'm not going to lie to you. In my 20s and my 30s, I had lots of men that came for my hand in marriage. But to be very honest with you, Blessing, I'm a woman who believes in law of attraction. I never saw my speck amongst these men. Blessing, my kind of man is your kind of man. Tall, dark, and handsome. I'm an ardent reader to your page, so I've heard you a couple of times say that you like tall, dark men. But most of the guys who come and want to marry me are either short, fair, plump, just completely different from what I want. I don't know if I made a mistake. But at my age right now, I'm looking for any man. Blessing. How do I go about it? 42 years old and no man in my life. My greatest regret is the fact that I selected so much men. How do I go about it? How am I able to kill my fantasies and my laws of attraction? To be able to no, the English is hard. To be able to bring the man that I want into my life. I think it was a typo or something. So now, which brings us to today's topic. This video is for women. And women, if you're on this video, I want you to open your ears. You know I love you guys so very, very much. And I want a lot of women to be happy. Because if a woman is happy, this society will be better. Our society is not good because a lot of women envy themselves. Now, from this story, I want to teach you something. Law of attraction. Now, a lot of you women are still single because you don't have depth. I will teach you something on this video. How to identify a good man. How to identify a man to marry. Now, women, I want you to pay attention. I know we have fantasies. Women, we are built out of fantasy. So I don't blame you. Even me, I have my own fantasies. A lot of we women, we have idols. It is our nature. Women fantasize a lot. We have that man in our head, that tall man, that fair man, that James Bond, masculine man, beard gang, his chest is doing like this. We all have that man that we fantasize in our head. I understand. Even me, I have my fantasy man. But let me tell you something. Wake up. Wake up from Telemundo. Get up. Wake up from Z World and smell the coffin. Now, let me tell you something. I said it in one of my captions this morning. The real things come in raw material. If God wants to bless you, He will give you something raw. So as a woman, you must have what is called a depth eye. So that you don't lose your real husband. A lot of these macho men don't have sense. A lot of these macho men are irresponsible. As a woman, you must learn to marry content and not container. What is worrying us is container. We like attractive container without focusing on what is inside that container. That container is for a period. It is the content that matters. It is not the bag. You know why? Because you can always beautify a container. If you carry a scrap right now, you can always turn that scrap to how you want it to be. Now money they change container, but money no they change content. What did I say? Money can transform a container. Money cannot transform content. It's like when you marry a woman with bad character. You cannot change her. But when you marry an ugly woman, if there is any definition as an ugly woman, let's assume you marry a kind of woman you don't like, that has flat nyash, that has small boobs, money can transform her. We now have things that can bring out a woman's boobs and a woman's ass. It simply means that you can transform a container anytime you make money. So that container you are saying is just a period. Most of the men you are underrating is because they are still broke. No man is ugly when he has money. So as a woman, I want you to be debt. I understand. You like beers, but beers does not pay bill. I know you like beer, but beer does not put food on the table. I know you like beer, but beer does not change. So you need to be able to look beyond attraction. A woman who can look beyond attraction is a smart woman. So as a woman, when you want to choose a life partner, you must be smart about it. You will not just look at the physical thing that a man has to offer you. You look at his content. Whether he's short, whether he's brief, whether he's cripple, whatever he looks like. You need to be a woman who can look at the depth. Very, very important. Let me give you a story. There was this very handsome guy I dated. In fact, that period, a lot of girls were dragging this guy. I was the woman who finally got the guy. Guess what? When I finally got this guy, the only thing attractive about this guy was his physique. I couldn't even stay with him. We didn't last for 3 months. I realized that he just had that container. Oh, my boyfriend is a fine boy. Nothing was inside his head. He was a definition of empty kom-kom. You know pangolo? When you drop pangolo, you hear pangolo. I realized that when I got into a relationship with this guy, he was no longer attractive. Now, what am I trying to tell you? People become so ugly if they don't have good characters and good attitude. They'll be ugly in your eye. But the most ugly person can be the most beautiful person when they have the right characters and the right attitude. If people don't treat you right, they are not handsome. Beauty is how people treat you. No matter what they look like, you will find yourself loving them. So no matter how beautiful a woman is, and she doesn't have what it takes, trust me, you can't stay with her. Because at the end of the day, you will realize that you don't eat this. These things are not edible. They don't fill your stomach. Neither do they fill your bank account. A man's physical does not fill your bank. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't fill your stomach. It only feeds your eyes. And whatever your eyes see is temporal. Your eyes doesn't want to be looking at one person. Your eye wants to be looking at different things. So you will always get tired of physical things. It's a psychological thing. When you have this, some of you don't have a depth understanding. When you have a depth understanding, what you see will not entice you, because when you look at this thing, you want to see another thing. That is the reason why sometimes you can get tired of somebody easily, because at some point you're tired of seeing that fine girl. That's the honest truth. Because this fine girl does not add anything to your bank account. She's not edible. You know, if you chop beauty, you know, go collect the girl the chop. Yeah. So as a woman, you need to be smart enough to look beyond that. Now, to that beautiful 42-year-old woman who sent me this story, I want you to listen. Don't be desperate. A man will come around. And when these men come around, let me teach you how to look at the depth of a man. Look for a man that has potentials. Potentials does not mean I will. Potential simply means he is doing it. Potential is very, very powerful when you're looking for a husband. A real woman can be able to see the future of a man by the things he has done over the years. When you meet a man, the first thing you're going to ask the man is, what have you been doing? If a man tells you he's 30 years, he's 35 years, ask him, what have you been doing? From what the man have been doing, you can be able to tell where he is going to. Marry a man with destination. And a man with destination is a man that is on a journey. Some men have not started their journey. They still want to. Don't marry a man that wants to start journey. Marry the one that is on a journey. Even if he is slow, so long as he's moving. You might be his push. You see all this $50 that we are admiring today. Dangote, all of us want to meet. All of us want to date Dangote and $50. Mike Zubako. They were not born like that. Most of the women that they were married to today did not meet them like that. They were men they were boys with potentials. My point is, a lot of you have lost so many good men just because of physical appearance. Some of you go for sex. Let me tell you something. I'm one woman that likes sex very much. Like, fuck this sweet me way. I love sex. Like, I love to have sex in the morning, in the night, in the evening. In fact, I can have sex 5 times a day. Now, sex is like food to me. But let me tell you something. When I want to get involved in a relationship and a marriage, I forget sex. Because sex is something you can teach people. Nobody was born a sex machine. People learned it. Now, my point is, as a woman, you need to be able to understand what people can learn and what people have inside of them. That's why when you're getting married or you're having children, you need to understand what is called a background. Forget about physical things. Physical things are things you can add. So long as there are things you can add, money can buy it. Don't look at all those things because you go make money. Look at the things that money cannot buy. Those are the things you're going to be suffering from at the long run as a woman. As a debt woman, you focus on the things that money cannot buy. Look for a man that will support you. Support simply means a man that wants to key into your dream. A man that wants you to go somewhere too. There are some men that will come into your life. Your life becomes a stumbling block. There's still lots of good men out there. I'm going to be lying to you if I say there are no good men out there. There are good men out there. But you don't want to see them. You underrate them. They are there in disguise. You focus so much on the bling bling. That's the reason why you keep getting your heart broken. Sometimes it's not men that break your heart. It's the men that you chose that broke your heart. Did you hear what I said? So many times, it is not men that break your heart. It is the men that you chose. Don't forget, you chose them. That broke your heart. So you need to be careful of the choices that you make so that you don't keep breaking your own heart. It's time to look deep as a woman. No be motivational speaking. It gets some men we never blow. But trust me, when you see them, you will know, say, this one go explode. That's what is called potential. When you meet a man, find out where he's going to. What are his dreams? What are his visions? What has he done? How is he doing it? Has he started? Then you guys can embark on this journey together. That is how to identify a man to marry. So I hope it helped. I hope the information was useful. And I hope you use it and better yourself and better your life. So I thought I should do a live video to educate the young women and see if the information is going to help. So thank you so very much for coming up on my live video. God bless every one of you. And whenever I do my live video, I like to take like 2 questions to get to be sure that you understood my message. So I'm going to take 2 questions from the comment before I go. So let's have 2 questions. 2 questions, guys. We're gonna have 2 questions. We gotta have 2 questions. So let's have 2 questions, guys. 2 questions. 2 questions. Oh. I love you too. I love you too. So we have 2 questions, or we don't have any questions. So whenever we don't have any questions, I would assume that my information was well passed, right? So I'm not seeing any question in the comments. I want to assume that my question is well passed. Okay, guys. All right, then. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, and I love you guys very, very, very much.